Good morning, 6:46 folks. Hey, I just spent 4 good hours of doing some correcting for you. Man, I saw some really good work in there. Really good work. Look, I don't know if I can go through each assignment verbatim because there's so much on my mind, and it is that day for me, Monday, which leaves me at times a little bit ADD. But there's some consistent problems throughout the flow of work, and let me try to explain that. I would say 9 out of 10 of the work pieces I saw suffer from not being complete and detailed and comprehensive and concise. You guys are graduate students, okay? There's an expectation that at this point you have mastered the art and the skill of written communications, okay? So my expectation is that when I look at your work, I don't have to ask any questions. I don't have to wonder what it is you're trying to discuss or what it is you're trying to achieve with it, okay? And a lot of that work that I just went through, as it pertains to the taxonomies of what we're trying to discuss in class, had those questions in them. In other words, I had to keep asking myself, wait, what are they trying to ask? What are they trying to answer? What are they trying to determine here? So, for example, in assignment 3, when we talked about goals, right? Hey, I thought your goals were cool, the ones that you use for examples, okay? My problem with them was primarily that often I had no clue why we were setting those goals, how we were measuring them, what impacts they had, what happens if we missed those goals and we came up short. That's important to us because it's important that I know you understand the relationship of those goals to the big picture, okay? And the big picture is your organizational functionality, or it could be a process, or it could be some outcome that's pertinent to the overall goals of the company, okay? So I wasn't seeing that in those questions. So often I would put in the text boxes, okay, tell me why this is important. How are you measuring this? What happens if you come up short, okay? To make sure you understood what the goals and the measurements were. Okay, so that's part of that. Research questions, some people had 1 research question, some people had 3. I didn't really come down on you guys too hard on that assignment, but boy, there was a couple of examples that were just phenomenal. Good work, okay? Out of all the groups and everything I've seen so far, only 200s were handed out, and they were well deserved. I mean, people put some serious time into that work, and I thought, this is very good. It's comprehensive, it's concise, it's complete. All right, so that's an example of what I was working with. So my expectation going forward is that you keep raising your level of completeness in details, completeness in explanation, okay? Take a look back to what we were talking about in the measurement portion there, asking questions about power and precision. Okay, so you gave me a basic definition of power. Why is that important, man? Tell me why. I had a few people tell me why power was important and how to measure it. Not many, okay? Most of you really just kind of like gave me the basic definition of it. Remember, what I'm looking for is something graduate level work here, okay? Why is this important to you? Why is this important to our future work? How do we come by it? How do we get it? Power is going to be real important to you when you do survey work. Power is very important when we start understanding things that we have to be able to use in a generalized fashion. Okay, so I want those type of definitions to like stick out, right? So did I grade you down pretty hard on it? No. All right, I've been pretty liberal going across the board here on your grading. I think you guys will all agree with that. It's not about A, B's, or C's for me in this class. Unless you're really missing things, then I'm going to, you know, maybe set a grade in there that's going to wake you up a little bit. But primarily it's, you know, the A's will definitely separate the B's. And so what I'm planning to do is I'm going to give you some examples today, this afternoon, this evening, to show you what some A-level work really looked like. Okay? So I'll show you that, so you understand that, you know, I'm not just taking these papers and going through them really quick. I'm going to show you what really differentiated work looks like. And I'll put some examples out there for you. If I use your paper as an example, your name won't be attached to it, and please accept my either congratulations or apologies, if depending on how you take it. All right, so let's continue forward. You've got some interesting assignments happening this week. Work hard on those. We're getting into survey. I'm taking you in gradually. By the time we get down to stratified survey, you're gonna like it. All right, we get through this part, it's all downhill from here, I promise. Okay, all right, take care.